All right, everybody, welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 1219 on this beautiful Thursday evening. It is our second and last of our free studying sessions that we do on the week. We recently changed it up to just Tuesday and Thursday. We used to be Monday through Friday. That was COVID years. Then we went to Monday through Thursday. Now we're just Tuesday and Thursday. But we have all those member sessions going on for you during the week. And it's going to be a good one. Thank you guys so much for being on the Studying Brew. My name is Andy. I am the guy that runs the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. But you're not here for me and all my ramblings. You're here for Brandi. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, 65, and her Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know so that way you too can get a pass notice on this beautiful Thursday evening. That is what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about how to get that edge, how to get those techniques, how to get that content, how to apply it to questions, how to do a question breakdown for these FINRA and NASA exams. And it's going to be a great one. I guess I'll just get straight to it. Tomorrow we are not going to have our member sessions as always. We'll have a thing up there in a minute, but I've already got people texting me. What is an SCBC? It is Southern California Breakfast Club. It is a Primerica event. They're going to do a securities event Friday and Saturday. So we're going to be there. We're going to be repping. And if you're in the area, if you're in that, I think it's already a sold out event. So, but if you're there, look for us wandering around aimlessly, and hit us up, see what's up. And we can't wait to see a lot of you guys there. We also just added to the links over there. Brandi just put it up in the chat, but also when we have it up on the screen, if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. Thank you for sharing and all the great people that are sharing us on YouTube. But also hit the links. We also have I've now added the one-on-one tutoring on there, so you can go ahead and request for those one-on-one tutoring sessions. So that way you can get in on that. We did not have that up in there before, but yeah, I just updated the link tree so you guys can get and see all those beautiful links and connecting you to us. We do that every time we have the Studying Brew, but sometimes people want to know, how do you sign up for the membership? How do you get the books? How do you get on the one-on-one tutoring? How do you get the schedule? How do you know what's going on? The schedule is pretty much kept up by Brandi on the Google. So if you do subscribe to our Google calendar that is on there, it should be pretty live and it should have all those cancellations. I think she's pretty good about adding what we're going to be talking about too. So if you really want to know what's going on in those sessions and on the calendar, Brandi has that up to date. So that way you can always see what's on there. Also Discord, our Kona community that we always talk about. Guys, if we're never on live sessions or whatever, that community is where you can reach out to us. Brandi takes those direct messages over there. She helps people out. If you screenshot at any of those study channels, I should probably do another Discord walkthrough on the Studying Brew so people can see that and use that study tool. I mean, all the different things that we do have in that link tree are all study tools and resources that connect you not only to us, but also material that you can do. There's tons of archived videos. There's all kinds of stuff that we have available on that link tree. So check it out. And if we have it, it's to help you guys get a pass notice. And like I say all the time, if we're not on here live, that doesn't mean we're not working still for you. So especially our members, reach out and message us and see what we can do to help out. Today, Brandi had a great 65. If you have not gotten that replay, I would go check it out. It was the math for the 65. And some of you are not in the 65, or you're like, man, I wish I had that replay and I'm studying the SIE. Don't worry about it. In fact, do you know what? You're not going to get it because I only put it out there for the Series 65, because if you watch that and you're in the SIE, you might get a little overwhelmed. It might be a little too much. It might be not what you need to study and focus on. And some people trip. They trip hard on things and they go, man, I don't know. That's not your exam. So don't worry about it. In fact, don't ask because you're not getting it. No, 65 people, you already got it in your email. So, and also I do put up the links in the Telegram after we have a session. You can always hit the link in there and it'll link you right to where the replay is on Patreon and you can watch those replays. We are going to be out this weekend and out and about at this event. But also, I want you guys to know that, as the weekend hits, make sure you hit your consistency button. Make sure you're consistent. People ask, what advice? What's the best thing I can do? What is the number one thing you can tell me on how to get a pass notice? Be consistent. Rarely people are consistent. They don't like to be consistent. They don't want to be, they like the idea of being consistent, but they won't be consistent. And it's hard to do things if you're not consistent. Right, Brandi?
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. All right. You ready to get this thing going, Brandi?
Yes.
I can see you're itching to go. Brandy's got a lot of stuff going on in the background. So let's get through this. Let's do this and let's go. Like I was saying before, if you haven't hit all the links, if you haven't checked this out, go check it out. We have 21-day program, 21-day plan program. We also have some 30-day programs for the 65, but we have stuff for the SIE, the 6, 63, 26, all those good exams that you need to pass. We're looking at a program here that helps you pass multiple exams. We give you techniques, we give you the content, we give it in an easy, nice way, all packaged up so that way you guys can get a pass notice. It's not about one exam, it's about multiple exams. And this is the only program I know that connects you to all of them so you can get multiple pass notices. So that way you can see, what do I want to say, Brandi? That they're all connected?
Yes.
Wow. I'm working with a tough deck tonight. All right. It's just getting through it. We got all this stuff to help you get that pass notice. Available books, SIE 6, 63, 65, 26. Like I said, we got the Kona community on the Discord, 951-290-3077. Give us a call, give us a text, scan the QR code, hit the links. Check us out on Instagram. Look at all the Kona Hall of Fame. Tomorrow, just as another reminder, we do not have those sessions for the members tomorrow. We will be back on Monday as usual. And if you haven't picked up the new schedule for the members and all the different changes, it is available on Patreon. It's also on the Telegram. It is a pinned over there, and you can also download it as well. And I have it on the Discord. I have it everywhere. So yeah, that's the new schedule. We do have on Monday, we have the mastery and mindset and small group tutoring. So that's when we will return for those, right?
Yep.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Let's go, Brandi. What do you want to talk about tonight?
Test taking techniques. Boom. That's it. Test taking technique. I feel really off today. Sorry.
I know.
There's a buzz in my ear. It's irritating me. So, only on one though. Test taking techniques. We are going to go over those things that you should be looking for in your answer choices to give you an extra edge. And we're also going to match words tonight. Words that help you get a pass. So these questions you should, if you have to use content, it's very little bit of content. So that's what we're going to do tonight. So, you guys ready? Let's go. Let's go. Yay, numbers. So a lot of times people see numbers and they immediately start panicking. They start freaking out. They start going, "Oh my gosh, I hate math. The answer C," right? So we're going to go over why it's not always C. So, I've got my $4, I've got my $1.80, I've got 24, and I got $2.40. If you guys notice, check it out. Same digits, same digits. Chances are the number is going to be one of those. Only because we're using the 2, the 4, and the 0. Now, in the chat, Diana put add a $, add a 0. We got to look at what our numbers are, but yeah, she knows that because that is what we say all the time in our sessions when we talk about like par value, coupons, all that stuff. So let's look at the question and see if we can match it up. Boom, 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 boom. So we have a preferred stock and we have 4% of 60. That's not going to be $24. I'm just saying that right now. Not going to be 24. So it's probably going to be the $2.40.
It's just common sense at that point.
Yeah. I had to do math without doing math in the 65 today. So
that's the whole point, right?
Exactly. All right. So I have political risk, interest rate risk, legislative risk, business risk. Now, we could go by content. We can go by interest rate risk has 3 words. Everything else has 2 words. We can go all by that. But also a common confusion would say political and legislative because they both have to deal with the government. So I'm going to say that these are similar. Exactly. So I'm either going to look for law or I'm going to look for government. That's basically it.
Is it
And
law and government? Because I would say like political risk. When I think of political risk, I think of more presidential. I think of like people who are like that kind of stuff, like elections, that like that kind of thing. And then legislative, I look at more as law.
yes, exactly. Because, like, if you think of political risk, you know how people are like, dude, let's not talk politics, or like, let's not get political here, right? You know how people say that in like conversation? That's exactly what you can apply to the word political risk. Make sense? Just like Andy was saying, like the president, government, whatever. And then legislative is like laws, rules, that type of thing.
Right.
Okay. So, boom. Long question. That's okay. We're going to just look for a law or a government, right? So, the purchase stock, business, yeah, 2 years
Ooh,
ago,
tax.
laws, luxury tax. That sounds like a law to me.
Yeah, that's not political.
That's not, yeah, let's not talk politics here.
Yeah, if you guys don't know this, but your Congress people are the
Yeah.
ones that set tax laws
Yeah.
or tax.
Let's not get political here. It's legislative. Get it? That was a joke. Okay. I've got deferred sales charges, contingent sales charges,
Oh, I got your
and
joke now.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Administration fees or sales load. Now, when I look at this, I've got sales, sales, and sales, and I have no sales. And then I also have a fee. So this one would be definitely the one that's different. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the question, sirs, expense ratio, even if you don't know, let's just pick the one that is different because less thinking. Different, less
Techniques
thinking.
is a technique night.
Hmm.
We don't get into content, even though we have in a little bit tonight.
We will a little bit, but a fee is an expense. Everything else is underwriting. More numbers. So we have this thing.
There's only one that's triple digit.
There is only one that's triple. So that it would be the highest. And then we have the lowest. And then we have the third, right? That's the third highest. Okay. So if we went 15, 20, 30, 500, it's the third. Okay. So I looked at the question because I really didn't know. And it says the Dow Jones Industrial Average is a price weighted index that includes how many components? And it is 30. Many people think that the Dow Jones is like a lot of companies.
Well, I think a lot of times, I think that's where the 500 is because people think it's like the index 500.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a 15 one, I think. It doesn't matter. 30. Just put that to memory.
Yeah.
Or just pick the third highest.
Yeah. So, and this is a test topic on the SIE.
Dow Jones.
30.
Yes. S&P.
500.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. What are you doing? Okay, here we go. All right. So I have muni bonds, common stock, preferred stock, corporate bonds. And by the way, what is happening here? The test will never say muni because that's like conversational, what we call. What the heck?
Like it's like saying for those that are just like why wouldn't it? Because it's like saying you know how it says like total amount due? It's like all of a sudden they're going to put in the answers totes due,
Yeah, like
like
totes.
totes. That's like some people's abbreviation of total.
Yeah. Like, what is that? That's not. Oh, okay. Sorry. So when you look at this, you can go, okay, well, there's two bonds, right? There's two bonds. There's two stocks.
It's delish.
It, it's like going on vacay.
Vacay.
Pop it. Right? And so I'm like, okay, I don't really see anything that pops out, right? There's nothing that sticks
Except for the
out
muni.
except for the
Weird way of saying muni.
note way of saying muni in a quiz.
I almost want to say it is A because they're trying to throw you off. And the exam won't be like that.
The exam's not going to be like that. I didn't even notice it said muni, to be honest. But anyways, it's an accept question and it's a callable. Now we are going to go a little bit of content because I like to see if there's an accept question, I always go with the one that's different. But you're like, but Brandi, There was two of them that are similar, right?
There are two systems, common and preferred, right?
Check this out. This has a fixed income. This has a fixed income. This has a fixed income. This does not. This is a varies. Oops, put it like this. Income varies.
I guess that makes sense because the others are, what do I want to say? I don't want to say preferred because then that's saying preferred, but they're a little extra special. They have more of a designation. They're not common, so therefore that's why they get the fixed. You know exactly what you're getting. When you're common, it's like general admission. Are you guaranteed to always sit in the front? Nah, you
No,
might be sitting in the back by the bathroom.
exactly.
It's
The
general.
nosebleeds, right? So even though even though the income thing isn't the reason why they're callable or not callable, but Andy's right. Like the other three have something special about them,
There you go.
but common does not.
It's common. It's in the name.
Right. And that is the answer.
Unlike the things, most mamas tell their kids, not everything's special. Some things are just common.
Wow. Okay. Raising taxes. Okay, so actually I'm gonna do it this way. So I was pulling questions for tonight and oh wait, this is the wrong question. That's why I had an extra question tonight. It's okay. That's okay. Never mind. My connection's not going to happen, but we got this. Okay, so it says a statutory debt limitation imposed on a municipality restricts its authority regarding. So, okay, basically, you're saying that you've got a
Limited.
limitation. It's imposed on a muni, ha, restricting what? Okay. Now, it's not going to be, and that's why you guys have to
It
say
restricts authority.
it restricts the authority. So it can't be taxes because we already discovered above there, right? That's the law that does that. So it can't be that. Insuring, when is the municipality insuring anything? Can't be that. And then, but it can issue municipal bonds, right? It can issue, but why are we going to sell? Like, why is that going to affect my restriction? So, boom, that's the answer.
It makes it sense that
Right.
issuing would have a restriction. How many can you issue?
Exactly.
That's a restriction.
Right.
Who can get the issue?
Or who can just even. Yeah. Boom. There's your restriction. So there's the
And
answer.
again, common sense, right?
Right. Right. Oh, that's the last one.
I think you said extra one.
No. I
Got me
didn't.
excited for an extra one. There's no extra one.
Never mind.
That's like shaking the Oreo bag and then you're like, oh, there's an extra one in there. And then you realize someone just left
The one side.
the one side,
Aha.
a crumbled cookie.
One side. Yeah.
You're like, what the heck? Anyways, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back for Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. And if you were like, man, I wish I want more of that. I love that. Oh, I wish Brandi would break down more of these questions like that. I wish she would explain herself. Oh, I want to know how to get through these questions more in detail. Test Lab Tuesday. We do that. Brandi does that on Tuesday at a snail's pace, at a very thorough pace, at a very intricate, special pace, at a very like we're only going to look at one or two, maybe three questions, and we're going to really take apart the whole dynamics, the thought behind the techniques, the strategy, and how to break down these questions. And then you too can do how fast do you do a 100 or not 100? How fast do you do an SIE?
I did one in 12 minutes.
What'd you get?
98%.
How many questions?
75 or 85. I can't remember. It was one of those.
There you go. 12 minutes, 85, scoring a pass. Guys, there's a whole science behind it. There's a strategy behind it. There's a tactic behind it. It's not that hard, but you can't learn it on the free. You got to join up, get into those member sessions, watch them on the replays. If you work, we are designed for the working people. We have replays. They will hit you. And guess what? If you need some of that tutoring advice and you can't be there, Discord. It's a great place to get Brandi on there and you just ask her questions. It We literally should charge for it, but we don't. It's free. Take advantage of all the things we have. All right, everybody. But I will say this, if you are paying us, more priority. I ain't gonna lie. It's only fair. But anyways, all right, everybody. We will be back on Monday. No member sessions tomorrow. Keep consistent through the weekend. Study. Until then, stay safe out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. Keep the positive mental attitude. PMA. Everybody have a great night.
Thank you all so much for being on. We so super appreciate you guys practice these techniques in your quizzes. We will see you next time. Have a great one.